Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And in this episode, we take a 1,000-mile road trip to go pick up 7 motorcycles, one of them really special. Let's get at it. People always act like I'm crazy because I'm willing to drive the old truck anywhere. I love a good road trip in the old truck, especially when it's going to pick up a load of motorcycles. We're almost there. 3.5 miles remain of the 400, nearly 500 miles that we've traveled this morning to pick up a whole bunch of motorcycles. We got an empty trailer, an empty truck bed, and a lot of hopes and dreams. Almost there. So guys, we're here to pick up some motorcycles. A bunch of CA95s, 150 Dreams. Here's one, here's two. This is a Yamaha Catalina 250. Another CA95 here. Another CA95 right here. And then this CB350 and this CL350 Flying Dragon. Yeah, that's right. Just call me the father of dragons. And it's dirty. We'll have to see what we can do to bring as much of this back as we can, which is going to be fun. Other than that, it's in good shape. This thing only has 5,071 miles on it, and pretty exciting. So let's get them all loaded up into that truck and get this thing going.
2 hours later.
We decided to stay overnight after we got it all loaded up. We'll do the drive back in the morning, but everything's pretty secure, right? Well, I'm supposed to say that's not going anywhere. This bike's in pretty good shape. It's complete, carbs. It's missing a side cover. We do have the seat. It's in the back. This is a YDS3 Yamaha. I think it's an early one. We have a herd of CA95s. 5 of them. Most of them, ironically, most of them, the engines are free. So, some of them have side covers. Some of them have badges. We have a tank for this one up here. This one I believe is an early one, because of the side covers. Let me know if and like I said, most of them turn over. This one probably not. Oh, it does. This one kicks over. Look at this. As crusty as this thing is, it kicks over. It's complete. We may be riding that one tomorrow. This I think is an early one. Need some handlebars, but we have this guy that we can take handlebars off of. This is just a frame, nothing else. So we got pieces and parts from that. And we're only keeping one of these 150s. So pretty cool. And we have our tanks inside. We do have a lock. We got a cable running with a lock. We should be good. And then we'll take it nice and easy on the way back tomorrow. Pretty cool. This guy, we do have the carbs for this. This engine is free as well. It's got exhaust. Not the prettiest exhaust, but it's not bad. We also have another tank. And we have side covers. Super cool. Super cool. Look at this. This was a black and white seat. Again, we have the tank for this one. This has original exhaust that were a little rotted on the bottom. But yeah, not too bad. All right, let me get in this hotel. Good morning. We're on our way home. We got truck problems. We were going about 60 miles an hour. We're probably an hour into this journey home. We're going about 60 miles an hour, just cruising along, no problem. Started to lose power and then it backfired a couple of times. And let me show you what happened. And my exhaust, my muffler blew up. So just right here, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little spot right in here. So, not sure what it is. It'll crank, but it won't fire. I think I may have lost my fuel pump because I have fuel in the filter, but it doesn't continually pump. And I think it's because, let's see if this guy is good. My fuel cap, I've been noticing that when I'd stop to get gas, when I'd unscrew it, it was really pressurized. So I think I got a new cap just recently because I left the old one at a gas station. And it's pressurized, and I think that may have put undue stress on my fuel pump and maybe blew some seals. But I expected to find juice on the ground when it blew up, but nothing. And it cranks and I'm not there, and I am kind of in the middle of you know where with a load of stuff back here. So let me see what we can do. Okay, update. We are off the interstate. Now we're on the just off of it, a gas station, thankfully. I've got to see if I can diagnose this thing a little bit better. I think it is the fuel pump. I'll be able to look at it a little bit more here. But huge shout out to the guy who stopped to help me. The guy's name was Billy. Stopped on the side of the road. He pulled this thing off the interstate. It was only a little over a mile away from where we are right now. And with a little Kia. And it was his idea. It's his idea, but thing was a champ. I'm gonna go in here and eat a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and contemplate my life choices. And then I'm going to get back into this. I'm really going in here to, I've got to research parts in parts stores, where the nearest parts store is, see if I can get from here to there, and see what I can do. So let's get it. So I think we may have found our problem. I don't think this is supposed to just free spin, right? I don't think it's supposed to do that. I think it's supposed to lock into the engine somewhere that drives. So I think I may have to pull the distributor and then see if I can get a replacement distributor. Fingers crossed. So this guy slips on right here. Actually, it goes up this way. Slips on there. And the problem is my roll pin sheared off. So right now I need a roll pin. I need to see if I can find a way to get to a hardware store that has a roll pin. At least it's a beautiful day. That has a roll pin that I can then just put it in, get the engine back to top dead center, stab that back in. Bob's your uncle, we should be back on the road. Fingers crossed. So guys, we're back in business. Me and old Yeller, and you can't keep a good man down. Sucker's going, bikes are loaded. The only bad thing is I can't turn it off. Well, I can turn it off, but I got to use a wrench to start it because my solenoid's bad. So I'm gonna try to avoid turning it off the whole way home. The good thing is I have an auxiliary electric fan that I can just turn off while it's idling, so we don't have to worry about it running hot. But I got Subway Eat Fresh, so I'm gonna get back on the highway. We've got about 330 miles to go, so let's knock them out. So guys, we're at the last fill up, 45 miles to go and we'll be home. The old truck is putting in work. It's been putting in work since we got it back on the road. It was working great before it broke. So I'll see you guys in the morning. So guys, we made it. We are home, not home, we're at the school, but it's time to get these things unloaded. Be nice to have them all out of the trailer. And then we're gonna give them a quick pressure wash before we bring them inside. Just so I wanna be able to run the numbers of the CA95s to see if they're 150s or 160s. And also want to be able to run the number on this guy to see what year it's from. So I just want to give it a quick clean, everything a quick clean. So if I touch them inside, I don't get dirty. I'm not trying to turn them into show bikes, but I'm just trying to get the gunk off so we can see what they look like. So let's get them all unloaded and then I'll get with you in a little while. So the old truck is happy to have all that weight off its back for a few moments. And if you were curious as to how many ratchet straps it takes to move 8 motorcycles in the bed of a 1978 Ford F-150 and a 5x7 foot trailer, it's that many. So let's look. This is some of the parts that came with it. I do have a pile of keys too. Extra CB350 tank. This is a Dream tank. That's a Dream side cover, some Dream other side, chrome side cover, tank cover, side covers for the Dream. That is the seat for the Yamaha. Some air cleaners for 350, carbs for 350. Seat for one of the CA95s. I think this may be, I think it's too big. I was thinking it was for a Dream rear fender guard. I had one on my red Dream and I think that may be what that's for. This is a CB350 pegs or CL350. We got a couple of air cleaners, some shocks, another CL muffler. Yeah, so let's go check out these bikes and see if we can start to get them clean. So here we are, and I really just want to wash these things up really quick just so I can identify what they are. So I'm going to get out a bunch of zip ties and some Ziploc bags to cover the carbs where applicable, and see, like, just to get off. Let me get all that stuff off of there. This 350, we do have the carbs. It's going to need some business here. Just the cover there. It's got exhaust. I don't think this guy's going to be too far off. And we will identify which ones of these kick and which ones don't. So place your bets right now. There are 7.5 motorcycles. That engine is free. It's been freed up from the frame. Out of the 7, how many of them are going to kick? 1, 2, 7? Place your guesses down below. I'll give you a second. Go ahead, just right there in the comments. You can go ahead and do it right now. And then we'll kick through. And maybe the winner at the end will get something. Maybe just get a big attaboy. Let's see if I can get a blower over here. Not a blower, but air compressor over here, and see if I can blow some of this stuff off of them. Especially this one. This one looks to be the most mouse infested. And if we can blow some of that stuff out, see if we can get some hantavirus. And if not, if I can't get a blower over here, we'll just use the force of the pressure washer to get it out. But let's do it. I'm gonna try to play the key game to see which key goes to which hole. So, okay, found one. I got actually just two more. So this one is for, it says John Sherman's 150. I think it is this one. Nope, maybe this one. I thought this one had a key. Nope. Okay, we found one right here on the 350, and then the other one, after playing the key game, one goes right here. And this one comes with a fancy keychain. So that's it. I might as well turn the key off. I don't want to run the battery dead. No, there's no battery right there. Oh, I forgot to show you these parts over here. CB350 for the other one. That bike was originally this maroon color, as you can tell by the forks, because they were that color. So we'll clean up these two tanks and see what they look like. Maybe put the better one on. This is the seat for this CL350. And this is the tank and the side covers. We're gonna see what we can do to clean these up, to clean it up a little bit. They look pretty good. There's a couple of spots on the side cover. There's just this, it's missing that little bit right there. And it's got a little crack in it, but we'll clean it up. And this one is all there, not cracked. But what's really cool is, same bike, but because they were dipped, this one's more purple, this one's more silver. Really cool. I didn't realize that the silver was as glittery as what it is. So I'm looking forward to cleaning this up. Not sure exactly what happened on the top of this tank. It does have a ding right there. And I wonder if that's an identifying number right there. 3AZ or 3825. It must be. It's got to be an identifying number for this guy. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I don't believe you can touch up this paint. I believe you just have to clean it up the best you can. Try to get rid of whatever that brown is. If we can get that brown, lighter brown. It's faded on top. You can see where it's faded. But if we can make it look better, first off, you never see these Flying Dragon tanks out in the wild. And two, I've never even heard of a project one, meaning a barn find, one that's been sitting out and is not pristine. So kind of curious. Let me know what you think about these Flying Dragons, especially with the recent explosion in what people are paying for them at auction. Because I don't know if I quite understand it. And you guys still, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about it. There are no identifying, and I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, there's no identifying marker here that says this 1972 Honda CL350 was a Flying Dragon bike, because you had to go to the dealer to buy said kit. So what's a really, really good, pristine CL350 worth? You know, because you can put this on any bike. So I don't know if I quite understand what would one go for, like over $70,000 last year at Mecum. No, I don't believe it was a CL350. It may have been a 450, and some of the colors are rare. They came in 4 colors, and some of the colors are rarer. I think the blue one is a rarer color. So I don't know if I understand the valuations. I believe that they're valuable because they're rare, but the value is in this. Because I could take this and put it on this one. This is a 1972 CL350. There's no way for you to know. Right? Am I kind of going crazy on that? I mean, I don't quite understand it. And if this CL350 off the rip is in better shape, we may put the tank over there. We could just turn this one into the Flying Dragon, put the correct tail light on it, and things like that, if everything's better, we're missing side covers anyway. So what would stop us from doing that? That's where I'm at. I'm maybe just a little, I don't follow the logic of the exorbitant prices. I mean, if somebody wants to give us a bunch of money for this one, we'll probably take it, but I don't quite understand it. Because I could also take and put it on this 73 CB350. Am I going crazy here? Help me understand. I don't understand. Because there's no identifier with the frame. It's like a sand cast, right? A sand cast, you know exactly that it was a sand cast, even though that engine could be someplace. That engine is a sand cast, but you can match the frame numbers and get close. So you know kind of what's what. So this CL350 is awesome. Ryder, the one that we have inside, is better. So if I can clean up these tanks, this seat, which does not have a rip, this guy turns into the CL350, the Flying Dragon, and this one can be the one that needs side covers. You guys with me? I don't know. Because this one didn't start off like this. So this stuff doesn't have to stay on this. Let me know down below. I've been noodling on that for a while. Okay, let's start our kick-a-thon. This is the CL350. Let's see if it kicks. Hey, 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 that's one. Contestant number 2. This 160, 150, kind of red front fender, kind of a silvery body. Has 11,411 miles on it, and it kicks over. 2 for 2. This one does not have a Kickstarter on it. 2 out of 3, we'll say. Undecided. We'll put an asterisk by that. And let's go to the Blue Beetle over here. This blue, again, I can't see the numbers. That's why I really want to clean it so we can see what's what. This thing has 11,766 miles on it. Get this lever up. And it is, oh, hold on. It moved a little bit. It moved and it said, no, it's stuck. 2 out of 4. This one doesn't have a kickstart lever, so we can't determine that one for now. This black one here is pretty rough. Look at these exhausts, that's pretty rough. This one has 9,202 miles on it, and it kicks over. You can ride this one to the grocery store today. This one will probably fire up. It's complete, minus side covers, obviously. The little pod covers is missing those, but everything's all in, so that'll be interesting to see if it does have a little wrinkle right there in the front. I believe, just looking at this one, because I'm pretty good at crash test analysis after the 550 chopper, at least my conclusions I came up with. It had a fairing at one point, and I think they ran into the back of somebody. Smashed up the fairing, kind of turned the handlebars a little different way. You know, it's not the way they should go. So I think that's what happened, and it went boom, boom right there. They hit it pretty hard if they ran into the back of somebody. But this is pretty good because the back of this is not all bent up like you'll see sometimes. Sometimes you'll see them cut off like that. You'll see them all smashed up like this, like that, or that. Pretty common. This one over here is not in bad shape. So we have 1 kickstart, 2 kickstart, 3 kickstart. Did the Blue Beetle kick? No, Blue Beetle did not kick. This one did. 1, 2, 3. This one, no kickstart lever. That one obviously is not going to kick. and that one doesn't have a kickstart lever. So, but I believe this one does kick. I'm not sure that it will because it's missing a carburetor and it's probably got some dirt daubers in it, so it may not kick. But we got one more. Let's give it a shot. Come on. This one has 4,183 miles on it, and it kicks over like it wants to go to the grocery store too. So let's put some condoms on all these things, i.e. Ziploc bags and zip ties. Keep the water out where we don't want it, and let's start washing them. Okay, let me just spray everything down with my garden sprayer. It just has some degreaser in it just to get it started. Which degreaser? Whatever degreaser Harbor Freight sells. And again, I'm not trying to make this perfect. I'm just trying to make it to where when I touch them, I don't have to wash my hands. So let's work our way around. I'll get back to you in just a moment. Lower chain guard for the win. Curious to see what these numbers are, so hoping to get this to clean up, just to get the, like I said, just to get the dirt off of them. Really, I don't know if I really have to do this. We're gonna be taking this guy down. It's got good bits on it. It's got a good frame. It's got good shocks. Again, I'm gonna take it down. We'll be parting out, probably be parting this out. Well, we're using the bits and pieces for the one that we keep because, let me just stop, because we're only keeping 3 of these bikes. We're keeping the CL350 Flying Dragon. We're keeping this Yamaha and one of these CA95s. That 350 is going to go up for sale, so we're not keeping everything. And pass them on so somebody can, if somebody needs a CA95 project or 160 projects, I think a couple of these maybe 160s, then we got them super affordable. Looks to be a Honda branded battery. That looks like a Honda logo right there. It's got the circle right there. We'll have to pull it out to see. That'd be another one. That'd be awesome. 1982, this guy was parked in Texas, or last tagged. Somebody wanted a blue one, which I like this blue color. You don't see them that often. I like this seat too. It needs some more of the white. It's ironic that the black is in good shape, but the white just didn't hold up for whatever reason. And it probably won't hold up very well once I start pressure washing it. Gives us a chance to kind of look these over. We got some good bits on these things. This one was seized. I didn't bother to safety seal the ones that were seized. And this exhaust looked good until the whole bottom was soft. So, but lower chain guard, that's good. Got the whole can of spray paint and just painted the side covers. I mean, the rubber bits and everything. So it's kind of funny what people do. And you can do whatever you want to. It's your bike. Okay, let's start on this one. Oh, put the end on it. Take 2 with the nozzle on. Okay, so we finished up hosing everything down. Now we're gonna do, I washed this bike without the tank on, and now we're just gonna get it wet and we're gonna hand wash it to see what happens. And we just have a little Dawn dishwashing liquid in the bucket, because if it's good enough for the ducks, it's good enough for us. Let's see what we can do. And then if we have to, if we polish it or something to try to see, I'm just trying to see what will happen with this brown. I don't want to go too crazy rubbing on it because I don't want to rub through it. I'd rather it be brown than not be there. we'll probably take this home and try to see what we can do to clean it up. This is just the first one. We're gonna baby step this up so we don't ruin it. That would be nice, right? I wonder what this is. I wonder if I get some like iron out or something like that, it'll get that off. That feels like something on there. Maybe a clay bar. It is definitely faded. You can see right here. Probably had some kind of critter sitting up here and giving it the old poo treatment. But if we can get it better, that's all we're looking for. And I don't know how. I guess I could test down here with like some really fine sandpaper or something to see what it does right around here. And I need to find out if that's an identifying marker for this tank. Okay, let's rinse it off. Same thing with the side cover. Good thing is the side cover won't be rusted. Let me hose it off. I think it's a little cleaner. I think it's a little cleaner in the silver. So we'll have to keep going at it. It does feel a little rough, but let me clean off that side cover too. Okay, let me just wash this one. It's off. This is the one that goes on that side. And so I didn't want to put it on to try to wash it because you can't get all of it. This one is missing a little piece right there. Yeah, it's got some dirt gradu on it. That is a technical term. It's pretty crazy because it's on the backside too. Whereas the other tanks, the other side covers are just not as finished. So it's pretty cool. Looks like they even didn't leave them white. They painted them silver. That's pretty cool. Let me get the rest of that off. I'm gonna try just a little test patch with the little compound, just by hand. I probably won't use the polisher or the drill on this. I'll just do it all by hand. But let's see. I got a new pad, so I'm just curious to see what'll happen. This stuff just feels like it's on top, so. We'll definitely have to take it home and see if we can get some of this off. I don't mind if it's faded, but I'd like to get off as much of the little surface rust on the silver. You can feel it, and the paint you can't feel. So meaning this bit, it's really smooth. So if I can get this really good and just smoother, it'll look better. And if I can get these sides, this is what I really want to get after. If I can get these sides really good with the side covers that are going to be really good. Let me show you this other cover. So if we can get the sides really good, the sides of the tank really good, then with these good, it still has a little stuff on here I got to get off, and it has a little crack, so I'm going to heat it up and kind of put it back in place. But if we can get this bit really clean, doesn't matter if it fades, I'm not so worried about that. It's not going to be perfect, we know that going into it. But if we can make it look good from the side, then I think we'll be okay. Like, let me show you over here. Let me put this down. These are the other side covers I have to wash too. But you see, if I can get that like right above the Honda and down really good so it looks like that, then that'll be good. That'll be much better. Even if you come up to it from here, if I can get some of this down, I'm not gonna get purple back in it, I know that. But if I can get that down so when you walk up to it and you see it here, it looks better. So we're gonna have a fun time trying to figure out what's gonna work, what we can use to polish this up and to try to get off some of this rust. I may try some iron out, something like that, see if I can get some rust off. I want to go very gentle because I don't want to pull up any, I want to try to avoid pulling up any of the paint. But look how good this looks. So, super sexy. Really, really good. And then once you put the seat on it, it just looks even better. See, this looks so much better. It takes away, the black takes away from this so much so you don't notice it quite so bad. If the engine's nice and clean, everything else is nice and clean, we clean up the frame, this will be a really good, especially if we can get this. If I can get this clean, which I think I can, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Not sure what it is, but you can feel it on. We got some of this off. I'm not sure what it is, so we'll try it with something else. Look like some animal may have sat on here and just peed and pooped on it. And then we have the other side cover right here. Like I said, it has a little bit of a gradu on it right here, but we'll see if we can. I don't want to pick too much, but we'll find something that cleans it up. Look, this is how thick this stuff is. This is a hole so you can go through. That's how thick that dirt is. I mean, that was on it, like evidenced by this. So let's, okay, here are the three CA95s that we have. And a couple of differences. This one and the black one are the same. And I'll share with you what I mean by the same. This style side cover, see how it has this little lip right here, whereas this one right here is smooth. And then it looks like it's got a tack block off. Like it could have been, this engine was used for something else. So it had a block off, whereas this one does not have it. So I believe that these two are both early, and this one is a later one. Other thing that's different is the front here on both of them. The front here there's nothing there, and on this one it has a Honda badge. Again, see here. So just trying to identify the subtle differences between the two so I can figure out which one is which. As far as frame numbers, this red one, we couldn't read the frame because it was all caked on. And this one starts with a 3-1, and then the frame number is 312528, and the engine number is 3102556, so pretty close. And then this one has a 3.2 engine number, so I'll have to figure out what that is. So this one starts with a 500. So I believe these, the 3.1, and I'm assuming this one's probably going to be a 3.1 as well. I think they're 62 or 63. If you know, let me know. And then this one's going to be a little later. So I'm going to do some more research to get some more information. So this one may be the one we keep. I don't know. Still trying to figure it out. Of the 150s. And then that other 350 is going to go too. But we're going to get them running at least first. At least get them to make noise. We're not just I think it'd be fun. This was quite the motorcycle adventure. I mean, it wouldn't be driving across country to go pick up motorcycles unless you had a little bit of adversity. But as the saying goes, you meet the nicest people when you're pulling a trailer full of Hondas. And I did. The kindness of strangers got me off the side of the road and on my way. Pretty awesome. Pretty excited. I'm excited about these motorcycles. This was quite fun. Looking forward to getting this guy cleaned up and this guy running, because it'd be nice to have just be out on the road and let people see this thing. A Flying Dragon. So they get to come up to you and say, what's that? And we can say, a 1972 Honda CL350. Let people know that cool still exists. And it starts with an H. Yeah, this was really, really cool. So I'm excited about getting this guy going. Oh, and a engine-freed, how do we put this? Going back to which ones kick over. And we ended up with this one, the two Hondas, and the two 350s. The white Yamaha did not because it didn't have a kickstart lever, but as I was rolling it, I realized it was in gear and it was turning over. So that is 5 out of 7 that kick over. So we're not far off. It's a whole lot better than some of them. And who knows what we could do with a pipe wrench. Guys, I want to apologize. I didn't get as much footage of repairing the truck on the side of the road, only because there were so many people that stopped to help that you kind of can't start a camera, stop a camera, and then you get in the middle of doing it, and then it was just too much. I didn't want to seem like I was doing, like this was a stage thing and I was doing it so, so I wasn't. I was just trying to get off the side of the road. So that's why I didn't, there wasn't a lot of footage of it. And plus, those people didn't agree to be recorded, so I didn't ask them to be recorded. They were just being kind, and so why record the kindness? That's kind of what I thought. If the camera happened to be on and I didn't touch it again, yeah, but I'm not going to go turn it on. Apologize for that, but what we did learn is that through the kindness of strangers, it is pretty awesome. And you know what? Over the hours of all the people that stopped, nobody asked me my stance on immigration, what my pronouns were, how I felt about gun control. Nobody asked me any of that stuff. All they did was reach out a hand and try to help. So if you watch the news, all they do is tell us that we don't like each other. Whereas I was witnessed yesterday that of just the generosity of people. The guy that stopped, that pulled me off the road at like 5:45 in the morning, he was on his way to rehab. He's had someplace more important to go to, but he chose to stop to help, which was pretty crazy. And then to use his car to drag the truck and trailer off the highway, which was incredible. So his name's Billy, and I wish him well. So I'd like to give a huge shout out to all the folks that stopped to help. Billy, who pulled me off the side of the road. Mike, who we bought the motorcycles from, that drove up, was my parts runner and stayed and helped me through it till I was on my way, which was amazing. Justin, who showed up, he goes, I don't know how to, young guy, maybe 35, 36 years old, didn't know how to do this because he was not familiar with it, but said, hey, I know somebody who works on these things, next town over. Called the guy, that guy showed up, his name happened to be Mike too, owned an auto body shop, and we put the exhaust on at his shop. He goes, let's just bring it over there, we'll put the exhaust on, because we had grenaded the exhaust. So, like I said, the kindness of strangers, just be open to it, man, and it's amazing. It's pretty awesome. So guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day.